Hi guys, it's Ariel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, I wanted to go over all the different equipment and devices that I use to create my content, either photos on Instagram or videos on YouTube and TikTok. And the reason why I want to make this video is because very often I get a ton of questions from you guys via email or from my friends and family who are just like, I'm going on vacation and I want to take nice pictures and videos. Could you recommend the devices and tell me what you use? So I just want to put this video out there to show anyone who's interested. And on top of that, if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, I can confirm, because I've definitely looked, it's hard to find the exact equipment that YouTubers are using to film their content. Like, very often I will watch a YouTuber and be like, whoa, I love that video, I love the audio, how are they editing? I want to know what they're using. So I thought it'd be great for those as well who want to start a YouTube channel, just to show you the equipment that I use, because I think for many people it would be a surprise to know just how simple some of this stuff is. And I have been making videos, I want to say, for 3 or 4 years now, so I have had a long time to test equipment. I've gone through a lot of equipment over the years where I'm finally at a stage that I love what I'm using to film. I love how things are coming together, so I think I probably have a good idea of what I can recommend for you guys. So all that to say, let's get into it. The first piece of equipment that I want to talk about is my iPhone 14 Pro Max. This changed my life. I have never been the kind of person who was hyped on technology. I have never had the most updated iPhone. I've never been like a huge fan of Apple, but this phone like truly changed the amount and the quality of content that I can make. Every single video on my channel since pretty much January of this year has been filmed using my iPhone 14. And not just that, but most of my videos are actually filmed using the front camera of the phone, which you would think would give really bad quality, but is surprisingly really clear on this iPhone. Right now, just so you know, I am filming with the front camera of the iPhone. Not just that, but the stability when you're filming. Like, I'll use my phone to film vlogs or when I'm walking around and going in stores and stuff, and everything is smooth. Like, you have to think as you're filming, you're walking, and the stability effects on this iPhone are just so fluid that nothing looks wonky and shaky. It's really amazing. And the reason why I appreciate this is because when you're vlogging, I personally don't like to draw attention to myself. I don't like to have to whip out a big camera and like have the screen and like, you know, talk like this. I personally prefer to be discreet. And so being able to vlog with an iPhone that you literally just like take out, quick film, and put back in your purse is so incredibly useful. And it's just so versatile to have a phone that is everything, that does video and photos and is a phone that you can call and text on. And not just is the video quality amazing, but the photos are so good as well. I have repeatedly had people been like, oh, could you quickly take my photo? And then I take it and show them, and they're like, oh my gosh, can we do a photo shoot? I look so good. This is amazing quality. What phone? Like, repeatedly this happens to me. I'll show you some pictures on the screen of just quick little photos I've taken on my iPhone that have just shocked people with the quality of image that this phone produces. So I cannot speak enough to how much I love this iPhone. When I purchased mine, I got the iPhone 14 Pro Max, so it's bigger than the regular iPhone, and I got this just so that I could edit like TikToks or Reels or videos on a larger screen. And on top of that, I got the highest, or the second highest storage capacity. I got the 500 gigabyte storage capacity. That way I can film as many videos as I want and not have to worry about that annoying pop-up message of like, no storage available. So yeah, if I had to recommend one piece of equipment, it would 1000% be the iPhone. It is so versatile. You will get great pictures, you'll get great video, all from just one device. And sorry, also on the topic of the camera or device that I use to actually film the sit-down videos that I post on YouTube in my house, I used to use a Canon DSLR. It was called the EOS Rebel SL2. And I used to have that with a Rode shotgun mic attached. And it served its purpose for the years that I used it, but eventually it just became really outdated and a huge burden for me to use because the audio quality from the DSLR is not really that great. So I had to add on a shotgun mic. But when you add on a shotgun mic, you can't just leave the camera on auto mode. You have to have it on manual mode, which means that you not only have to like set up the audio, but you also have to set up the camera image quality. So you're changing like the white balance and you're changing a bunch of things. And the problem is that if you're filming during the day and the sun is moving and there's clouds or maybe it starts raining, the light around you changes. And when you can't just stay on auto mode where the camera adapts itself to the changing light, you end up with really, really bad quality video as soon as like the sun comes out or a cloud covers the sun. So that was a huge problem for me, and that's ultimately why I stopped using the Canon DSLR I had. Granted, it was definitely an older DSLR, but I just truly find that the video quality on the iPhone is good enough for YouTube, and it's so easy to just whip out your phone, put it on the tripod, and start filming. Speaking of tripods, there's two tripods that I use, one a lot more than the other. So the first tripod that I don't use as frequently is a mini tripod. It's like this size maybe, and it has adjustable, bendable tripod legs. I don't use this one as much because I don't really need it anymore. Like when I'm vlogging, I just have the pop socket on the back of my iPhone and I can just hold it like that. I don't need a mini tripod or anything like that. But I do find it's useful if you want to have your camera hanging from something, like because the bendable legs, you can wrap it around poles, you can wrap it around like window grates if you want to take a picture in the middle of the street. So I do use that from time to time, but the main tripod that I use is a Joby tripod. I don't know the dimensions, but I'll put them on the screen for you. The reason why I love this tripod is that it's light, it's compact, and it's pretty professional. Like, again, it's what I'm using to film this video. It has a level on it so you can make sure that your camera is straight. And it has an attachment that allows for either a camera or an iPhone or any phone, a smartphone. So again, it just like, it really is adaptable to what you need. And it's great because you can take it on trips. You can take it when you're vlogging. It's super light. It comes in a case, very easy to transport. And ultimately, it just means that you don't have to like stack things and then put your iPhone on top. I remember when I used to film videos in my old place before I had a tripod, I would just like stack books on top of my coffee table and film that way. And it's fine. It just, one, it reduces the light that comes onto you. Like a tripod's very thin, so it doesn't block light. And two, it's just annoying to have to take out 20 books and balance your camera on them. So that's what I use for tripods. Now, the audio for my videos required a lot of trial and error, and this is because the audio you get directly from a camera or from an iPhone is not necessarily very clear. It's not high quality, and you can really tell the difference between high and low quality audio when you have a headset on, or even if you're watching another YouTuber and you switch to someone who isn't using a mic. You can really tell that difference in quality. So audio was always something that was important to me, but as you will know if you looked into purchasing a type of mic, it's very expensive. Like every device I've bought has been over $100, which maybe doesn't seem like a lot, but when YouTube is just a hobby or just a creative thing for you, it is a lot of money to spend on just a mic. So initially, like I said, when I was using a DSLR, I had the Rode shotgun mic attached to the camera, which worked really great. It was like 1,000 times better than the audio on the DSLR, but I don't really use either one of those anymore right now because I'm using my iPhone. I have two mics that I use specifically. I have the Rode VideoMic Me-L microphone for smartphone, and I got it specifically for my iPhone. So it's just like a tube looking mic with a jack that plugs right into the iPhone, and it's a directional mic, so you just plug it right in and it amplifies and it enhances the quality of the audio of someone who is talking in front of a camera. So when I'm on the go, if I'm out vlogging or if I have lots of people that I'm filming, like when I filmed the video with my sister and Jean, I had that mic on to enhance the quality of our audio. So that I find is a really great fix, and it's relatively affordable. It's only 100 euros. However, what I have graduated to, which took me a long time to purchase because they are significantly more expensive, but definitely worth it because the audio is so much more clear and authentic. Like, Jean heard the difference between the camera audio and then the little directional mic and then these lapel mics that I'm wearing right now. And he's like, whoa, the only one that truly sounds like your voice are the Rode Wireless Go 2 dual channel wireless microphone system. And it comes with 2 lapel mics like this. So not only can I use it when I'm filming sit down videos like this, but I can also use it when I'm filming with someone else. So for example, the apartment tour that I did with Maria, she had a mic and I had a mic, and that's how I was able to capture the crisp audio from both of us, because I was filming, right? And I couldn't record Maria's audio from my iPhone because she was too far back. So it would have been like my audio was super loud and Maria's was super low and low quality. So yeah, these mics really did change the level of quality of audio on my channel, and they're great because they're wireless. They're 2 lapel mics and 1 wireless transceiver. So you don't have to deal with any cables or making sure that things are plugged in and the cables are hidden in your clothes and stuff. So I really do appreciate these. They do have a high price tag. Like I said, it took me a very long time to commit to buying them. I think they were around 500 euros if I'm not mistaken. So definitely expensive, but worth it if quality audio is something that's really important to you. When it comes to editing my videos, I use my 13-inch MacBook Pro with the M1 chip, which I think is supposed to make the systems run a little bit faster. Before that, I had a MacBook Air, and I had that for a solid 9 years, but it just got to the point where it was so slow and the storage was just so jammed that I couldn't really use it to edit my videos anymore. So that's why I switched. And then on my laptop, I use the Final Cut video editing program. I did test both Final Cut and the Adobe Premiere Pro. Both are really, really great. I just found that Final Cut was maybe a little bit more user-friendly for people who initially started using iMovie and then graduated to Final Cut. That's what I did. Again, iMovie is free on your MacBook, and Final Cut I think is maybe 350 euros to pay for like the lifelong app on your MacBook. And like I said, Premiere Pro is great, but it just was very overwhelming, and it had a lot of functionalities that I didn't think that I would necessarily benefit from in my own video creation. If you're a MacBook user like me, I'm sure you're very familiar with the famous no more storage dreaded pop-up. I don't know how it works, but honestly, I can blow through 256 gigabytes of storage on my MacBook in less than a year, and it was so annoying. So what I found changed my life when it came to photo and video storage is getting 2 external hard drives. So both of mine are from WD, and the first one I have is called the Passport, which holds up to 2 terabytes. And the reason I have this one specifically is because it is portable, which means that you can plug it in and out, take it on the train, edit on the plane, throw it on the ground. You're not going to damage all of the information inside this tiny little external hard drive. It's like very durable, very portable. The problem is though, 2 terabytes is not enough to store years worth of video content. So on top of the Passport, I also have the WD MyBook, which holds up to 12 terabytes of video, of information. And I haven't even come close to filling either one of these up. So this really was like a game changer, a lifesaver when it came to storing videos and not having to choose between keeping my pictures and videos or keeping space on my MacBook. So that is it. That's all the equipment that I'm currently using to make the content on my Instagram and on my YouTube, and just generally take really nice pictures and videos. One thing I do want to add before I wrap up this video is one piece of equipment that I do not use anymore and that I think is a waste of money, and that is a ring light. And the reason that I want to mention this is because this is probably one of the most useless pieces of equipment that I purchased. I saw a lot of like beauty guru YouTubers buy this, and a lot of people rave about how it illuminates your face and like elevates the aesthetic quality of your videos. But I actually found that it decreased the video quality, like the image quality of my videos, because nothing looks as good as natural light. That's what I have on me right now, and I think that you can always pick up on when something is fake looking light. Either it makes your skin look a weird color, like too bright or too orange, or it just illuminates you and nothing behind you. So yeah, I used to use a ring light, and I think maybe it's useful if you don't have a space with natural light in your apartment or your house or where you're filming. But to be perfectly honest with you, I would hold off on investing on that, and I would instead try to film somewhere where there is natural light. But yeah, that is all. Those are my tips and tricks and devices that I use to create all my content. I hope this video was interesting and useful for you guys. Make sure you let me know down below in the comments, and also let me know if you have any other equipment that you use and you think might be useful. I would really love to hear it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.